Remember, it's not about being a better agent this year anymore. It's about who has the best systems, the best infrastructure, so they can have effective rapport building conversations with their clients and then extract referrals in the long term. Okay. Let's
Hi.
can you see me
Hi,
now?
I am so sorry. I could have sworn it was
Okay.
2 o'clock. That
That's
is
okay.
my fault.
No worries, no worries at all. I had to do some stuff anyway, so I caught up on some calls. It actually worked out better.
Oh,
It's yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
She also she was on the phone with Breville customer service.
My grinder was messed up on my $1,000 coffee machine, so I was on a phone call for 40 minutes with the
Wow.
customer service.
Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. That
I
happened
know.
recently. I bought this brand new smoker. I think you saw it, Kennedy, outside in the back.
Yes.
We bought the brand new smoker, brand new, and it was broken. And so
Oh,
yeah, it was awful. We had to call customer service,
that
and
makes you like want to cry.
And they don't make it easy. They make you answer all these questions like you did something wrong. It's like you gave me a bad product.
yeah, definitely. So I totally understand the feeling. Cool. So you guys want to rent? You need to rent a place by in like 2 months, less than 2 months, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. If Kennedy didn't tell you, I'm Michelle's brother, so it's nice to meet you over
Nice
here.
to meet you.
Let me quickly just share my screen here so we can get started. Thanks for filling out that survey. Did you both fill out?
I had her fill it out. She's the one. She's more particular than me, and she has more rules than I do. I was like, you just fill it out. She knows what I want.
Yeah, yeah, got you. Hey, we're really picky as well. I mean, your sister has seen my house, so
Y'all got the concrete house, right?
It's 3D printed.
Yeah, that. I remember that.
yeah, for sure.
I told her about it. I was like, it's literally like a 3D printed community in Georgetown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's a whole
exactly.
thing.
It was yeah. You guys, you have good taste, Kennedy. When Kennedy came over, she was like, "Ooh, that's from West Elm. That's from Four Hands." I'm like, "Wow, this
She's even bougier than me. Like, she's
wow."
significantly worse.
I like nice stuff.
So that's really cool. Okay, can you see my screen by chance?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Make me small real quick. All right. Hey, what was your experience on the survey? Was it pretty straightforward? When
Yeah,
you
it was easy.
Okay, cool.
And then I just copy and pasted everything I had in my notes. So one of those things was pretty long, I'm sure.
Screenshot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Okay, no worries. Same last name, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you didn't know, my name is Pierre Meggi. I have my own real estate company. It's called National Association of Locators. It's on my
Oh, you
shirt.
do your own? That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's legit.
I believe it.
But, so what we yeah, I have a brokerage firm here. What we normally do, just so you know, like what I do and who you're talking to, we normally have a company that teaches real estate agents to instead of focusing on like helping people buy or sell houses, we help them get into apartment rentals and rentals instead because it's just easier in the business, and then agents can like build better relationships with people before they buy a house, since rentals are kind of like the first step of everyone's journey. So that's kind of what we do. We have a YouTube and we teach real estate agents. So we have signed up like 600 real estate agents in our coaching program, but we also have like a little brokerage firm where if our students want to work with us, then they can join the company. So we're called NAL. We don't normally work with like house purchases unless it's new home construction. But we can definitely help with rentals. Just so you know that the company is National Association of Locators, or NAL for short. So then it's just 3 letters, NAL. That is who you're working with. Michelle texted me, was like, "Hey, my friend needs help," and so I'm excited to help a friend of my sister's. So
I really appreciate it.
Amazing, thank you.
I knew that she would like have recommendations. I was like, she's like my brother, and I was like, oh hell yeah, like love it.
awesome, awesome, cool. Yeah, and we have similar tastes and everything, so this should be pretty straightforward. Cool. So let me just quickly go over like the survey answers, so we're on the same page. And then when I send you over a short list of good matches, it'll just be accurate. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes.
amazing.
Awesome. So desired location, domain or arboretum. I used to live in the domain as well, so I have like personal experience with that whole entire area. What was sad is I moved into the inside of the domain like a month before COVID, and then COVID happened, and so then all the stores were closed.
Couldn't even enjoy it.
Yeah, that's
I
annoying.
know, I know, but yeah, I am very familiar with domain and arboretum. It's kind of an expensive area now.
Our big thing is we don't want to be like 25 minutes or less commute like from our jobs. That's
Got
our
it.
big thing.
Well, we like mainly when I put arboretum domain area, we just want to be closer to those things, so it's easier for us to live life when we're not at work. Like we
Yeah.
don't need to specifically be in the domain because they don't have, but like kind of closer near that area, just because we don't live next to anything fun. So like when I'm not working, it's not convenient for me to go anywhere, and I want to start living life. So I want to be a little closer to fun things.
Here, it's so hard to get her to live life sometimes. I can't. I'm like, "Ugh, do something."
And we only have one thing that is a little bit of a challenge, and it's this baby right here.
The dog, that dog. Hello, dog.
She's a big dog. She is a husky pit bull mix, so there can't be any
Yeah.
restrictions.
Yeah, of course, of course. There's ways around that as well that are pretty easy. Yeah, I used to have a husky myself. They're the best. They are. How old is your dog?
She just turned 6. It was her birthday on the 2nd.
Happy birthday to your puppy. What's your dog's name?
Her name is Honey.
Honey, that's so
She
cute.
is a sweetie. But also a plus with her is she goes to work with me every day. So she's never really at the house. She would never really be at the house by herself.
They're both off together basically.
Yeah, so if I'm home, she's home. But if I'm at work, she's at work.
That reminds me of my husky. When I was before I started my company, when I was like a real estate agent under a normal company, I would bring my husky to work with me all the time, and clients loved it. It was like such a good icebreaker when they would see my husky. So
Yeah,
that's
she's a
cool.
sweetheart.
People are always trying to buy her off of her.
Yeah,
Buy
we're
money off her.
like, how much is it for the dog? I'm like, on over my dead body.
Wow, cool. And so it looks like you have an ESA letter kind of already.
I do, yeah. I got her registered as soon as I got her. I took her everywhere when she was a puppy.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a registered ESA animal.
Okay, nice, nice. So yeah, that's when you have that, then no property. You probably know how it works. They can't charge you like pet deposits or extra pet rent or fees, and
In
so
general, yes.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and even if you didn't have it, it's not. It's pretty fast to get one. There's like companies online now where you can just fly through a survey, answer some questions, and in like 2 days they send you the
That's
paper.
how I did it for her
Yeah,
when
yeah.
she was a baby.
Then that covers that. No worries there. And then so okay, 1250 or 1500 would be minimum. That's okay, understood. So you guys aren't you're not really picky with as long as it's
Yeah,
over
not as
1250.
our main thing is we want to have a larger like hangout area because we want to have our friends over a lot. So as long as I can fit a big couch in the living room, we have a big dining room. Room size is like we obviously don't want to be in a shoebox, but like our bedrooms don't need to be ginormous.
Yeah, they don't need to be like the biggest rooms you've ever seen.
So like
Where
I've been in some houses that are 1,250 square feet and they just feel big because the living areas are larger.
Yeah,
But if
definitely.
they're a little bit smaller, like a bigger house would be fine.
And she has a tape measure, so she can measure all that stuff.
Got it. That makes sense. Yep. And do you want a separate dining? It's okay. Like Kennedy, in my house, it's like kitchen, dining, living room, but it feels big.
So just a big open space. It's
Yeah.
very nice, actually.
Yeah, I don't care if there's like a wall separating the dining room as long as I can fit. Like it doesn't feel like there's some houses where it's like dining room and living room, but it's like it's really just a living room and you could fit a very tiny dining table there. As long as I have enough space to put a big table and a big couch, I'm fine.
Like,
Got it.
how many chairs is our table gonna have? 8?
It'll have 4 chairs and a bench on the other side, so we'll be able to seat 7 or 8 people at the table.
Our grandpa's building us a table. We're getting a West Elm Duke.
I
So
remember. Yeah, you told me that. That's really cool. I remember that. Okay, big living area, 8 guests. Just make a quick note here. Okay, cool. Understood. We got the move-in date. Okay, and then perfect. Just the two of you, and then the dog. Okay, awesome. Okay, a couple questions now. Arboretum domain is kind of ideal. It makes sense that you say that because that way you're kind of like it's a nice central location. So if you want to go like north or south, you can jump on like the 3 major highways, right? Like right around you. So I understand why that location works best. And then the domain is there, so that's kind of like a social. So it totally makes sense. Where you said 25 minutes would be the maximum commute from work. So in our city, that can mean a lot of things depending on when you leave from work and to get to work, because you can almost get to any point in Austin in 25 minutes if there was no traffic. But
Exactly.
it could that like 5 miles, depending. So I guess my question would be, where do you two work exactly? So that way we know, like, okay, here are the important areas that we're trying to keep under 25.
So I work in Cedar Park. And
Okay.
I leave after traffic's gone. I don't leave until 9 a.m. because I start at 9:30. So I don't really run into any traffic on my way to work. Like, and if I'm speeding, I can get there in like 12, 15 minutes. If I'm going like normal, it's 20 minutes from here. If she's a little closer to work and I'm like a 30-minute drive, but it's a house I like, I don't care. I'll drive the 30 minutes.
And I work in Georgetown, like 10 minutes from y'all's neighborhood. Like I work in the JC salons, like the center across from Wolf Ranch by the Aldi.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you're close.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm super, super close.
Got it. When do you leave to work normally?
Me, it depends. Usually I'm driving, my shifts are typically 12 to 8. I'm usually leaving around like 11:30.
Okay, cool.
Like,
That's not like
yeah,
rush
and then Tuesdays I experience rush hour on Tuesdays anyways because I do 9 to 1, so I experience in the morning regardless of where I'm gonna be. So
Got it. Good to know. Okay, and then from Wolf Ranch, domain to Wolf Ranch is about 30 minutes. You're okay with like a longer commute?
yeah, I drive anyways. I work at the spa on Sundays, which is long,
right.
long anyways.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
It's 35 regardless of where I'm at in Austin, unless I literally live 20 minutes down the street, and then there's still 15 minutes of traffic sometimes.
I see. Okay. Well, got you. Okay, so now I totally understand comprehensively. Thank you for answering that. Now I got like a good idea of what's happening. So we're in Wolf Ranch, and then you're in Cedar Park. Got it. And then you want to be kind of closer to the domain because then it'll be fun. It's more central if you're going north or south or west or east. Makes sense. Cool. And then 30-minute maximum commute. Got it. So you could do very close to where you want to live, like to the domain, but for your $2,100 budget, it just might be like the house might be older. Does that bother you? As long as like the cabinets
are not the orangey, ugly color.
No, trust me, I would.
I hate those cabinets like with a passion.
It's like hard no.
And that is what will drive me. I can't do it. I can't look past it.
No,
what does she have?
Me neither.
No!
Yeah, you have to be happy with where you live. It's super.
Hold this. Oh
What's going on over there?
Gus, she's my mom's dog. She went under my sister's bed and got there's a bug on her face, like stuck in her beard. She went under the bed because like,
oh wow,
that was traumatizing. Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! So sorry about that. That was like actually. Is it off?
Yes. I also do have one other minor stipulation.
Of course. Yeah.
I drive an electric car. And I need to be able to install a 240-volt outlet in the garage, which I would pay all of it. I don't think anyone would care because then like whoever they rent it to next, they'll have that already, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's very important. Okay. Got it. And is that like complete deal breaker? Because it's okay either way, but that way I can like not even suggest properties where it wouldn't be an option.
Yeah, because I mean, I wouldn't be able to charge my car.
Right. Okay. Got it. So that's a requirement. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
The car is so annoying, Pierre. Like, it is literally like, she's like, I can't go anywhere to charge my car. Like, oh my
But
god.
if I have with a 240 volt, you can charge your car fully overnight, and it's just like
Yeah.
a normal. It's like what your fucking washing machine and dryer are.
yeah,
plug into.
I have one in my garage. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get an
Yeah.
electric car. That's cool that you have an electric car. That's really cool.
Yeah, I drive the Mach-E, the electric Mustang.
Oh, okay. That's
There
nice.
was a deal. It was a deal, and she's bougie, Pierre. I told you
That's
she's a bougie
nice.
girl.
It's white on white. Looks great.
Oh, cool. Just like my SUV is white.
Twinsies.
I'll trade you. I have a Mercedes SUV. You take the
That's
Mercedes.
nice.
That does sound nice.
Yeah, I would much rather electric. Okay, got it. So electric 240 volt. Do they make it where you can charge it if it's not a 240 volt, like in a standard outlet, or not really?
You can, but it's so slow. It's pointless.
Yeah.
It would take 3 full days to charge your car.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, it doesn't work. That's how I charge my car here at home,
Got it.
and it's not sustainable. And I was gonna install a 240 volt, but I was like, there's no point since we're moving out so soon.
Yeah. It actually helps it narrow down. So yeah, no worries. We'll make sure that's in there. Luckily, we're in Austin, and our city is really like.
I feel like people will be pretty flexible with it, and also then it gives them the flexibility of having it for their next tenant, like it's already installed.
It's a free
Right.
upgrade.
Free little outlet they can use.
Right, exactly. So cool. It's good that we're looking now as well. Because you have a little bit of time, it's not like you need to move in next week. So, would a perfect move-in date be the first?
It could be that first week, so it could be like March 1st or like the
Through the 8th.
through the 8th. Yeah, that full first week of March. Well, I don't want to go that long. First week.
I don't really think it's like that big of a difference. It's like
Yeah. Okay, so move-in date March 1st. So, okay, cool. Like that first week or so. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So like beginning of March.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. Make a quick note of that. March 1 to 7-ish. Got it. Update.
Yeah, like if someone was like, yeah, we totally love to sign it, but they have to do it like February 28th or 24th, whatever. I feel like we could compromise with that as well. Like if it's right at the end of February, it's not a hard day.
It's like not okay. It's not impossible, but March 1st or the first week is like ideal if possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. Well, one thing I would recommend for you to consider is, do you guys know that Palmer Lane, where it's like 5 minutes north of the domain,
Yeah.
like by like Mopac and Palmer? That area is like pretty nice if you get the right property, and then you're like 5 or 6 minutes north of the domain. But a lot of
that's
people,
fine.
yeah, like that's what I would recommend. Just by like doing this for years. If you look really, really close to the domain, it may be possible to find a 3-bedroom for like 2,100 in the lower twos, but it's definitely going to be older just because that's like that hot spot is the domain where like things are just outrageously more expensive. But if you do an area like I would probably suggest Palmer Lane and Mopac, or like a couple minutes from like Palmer and Mopac, that's still really central where you can like hop on Mopac, go north, go west to 45. It's still that central location, but it's definitely like less expensive than right in the heart of the domain.
I love it.
Yeah.
We love it.
We're not hard set. Like if it's like within the bounds.
We just want a cutie little house to host our friends, have a good time.
And like if we
Yeah.
wanted to go like downtown Austin, it's not going to be a 30-minute drive to get downtown
Yeah.
just to go out.
if we want to
Exactly.
bring
Yeah.
You just hop on, like if you're on Palmer, you just hop on Mopac and then just go, ride Mopac all the way down. And then if you want to go to the domain, you're like 6 minutes away or so, or
That really
5.
sounds like a dream.
Yeah,
That
okay,
sounds
okay.
amazing.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, that's probably what I would suggest. Because if you go 5 minutes south of the domain, it gets like kind of bad. So
Yes.
it's like I always tell people, like, if you want to live, if you don't have to actually live inside of the domain the way I did, it's like 5 or 6 minutes away from it, things are just like nicer, newer, less expensive. But you want to go like north, not east of it, not south, because it's just like uglier. So cool.
You get our vibe. No ugly. No
yeah,
ugliness.
no ugly. Okay, cool. So I pretty much know exactly what we're looking for. The huge thing is to make sure they're okay with the dog. We have the ESA letter, and then the 240 volt is super important. Got it. And then a yard.
You think it's better just to ask for forgiveness and permission on that?
For what? For
Just to
dog?
install it.
Yeah, we can get through there. So I won't like necessarily filter out, I suppose, places that may not have it, and we can always ask. Like if
Yeah, and I would install. They don't have to have it. I know an electrician. He'll install one for me free.
Really?
Like it won't
Wow.
cost. It's not going to cost the
Carlos?
yeah, Carlos. I have a friend that owns like a flipping company. So he has an electrician. I just have to buy the supplies. They'll install it for me. Super easy.
Wow.
So it won't cost the person who owns the property anything.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that'll be easy.
Yeah, they don't have to have it. Like most people don't already have one. So I'll install it myself. I just need them to be okay with me putting one in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That totally makes sense. It's like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would be opposed to it because then it's a benefit of having one.
Is it really not that expensive to do that?
No, he said in total it'll probably be like $250.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
not a lot.
And you just like convert like an existing outlet to a 240, basically.
No, he would just install it and he would cut out a wall. He would attach it to the current electrical lines that are in the house or however
Ooh,
electricians do
pretty
that.
awesome. That's a cool connect. Installed by tenant. Okay, cool. Good
Yeah.
deal for landlord.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and yeah, speaking of backyard, we got the big dog, but
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm throwing too many have tos out here, but
I think it'll be okay.
a covered patio.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's all on the list that I sent. But like
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
gonna have I'm gonna have a Blackstone, and I love to sit outside and drink my coffee in the morning.
That's
And I
what
want to
I
still be. I want to still be able to do it if it's raining.
Her Christmas gift was a Blackstone and a tape measure with a laser and a little. I think
Because I'm
That's so-
excited, like it's stuff for the house. I've been thinking about this for over a year.
she's like
That's so
she's
funny.
the personality
Yeah.
of an uncle.
That is so funny. I bought myself a Blackstone for my own present.
I'm so excited.
And yeah, I'm totally in a covered patio. Kennedy's been here before. She saw my covered
It's so cute. Like their house is really cute.
Yeah, so the yard is pretty easy because if we're going for rental houses anyways, usually they just come with them, you know. And then so the yard's not a big deal. The covered patio, hopefully we just get lucky, you know. And so we'll keep an eye. We'll try to look and see if we can get everything. I think it's possible, especially now that we're like on Parmer and Mopac. Definitely more possible for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely look for that as well. Cool. And what else is there to talk about? We can definitely find all of this stuff. I'm just hoping we can find it for that for like the max rent that would work. So
if you find one that's like $100 more or whatever,
okay.
as long as it's not a $300 increase, if it's like $100, $150,
Yeah.
I'm willing, and it's everything we want, I'm willing to go a little bit higher. So
Okay.
if it ends up being like $22.50, I would rather pay the extra $150 a month to get what we want.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It doesn't make a difference to me either way, right? I'm helping you look for what you want, and typically how it works is the rental house. Some landlords may pay, some may not, but we're not. I'm just kind of doing this to help out a friend of my sister's, right? So I'm totally gonna bad for you. Yeah.
Thanks.
And if you want, like, if you want to send us referrals later, that'll be.
Oh,
cool.
100%.
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah, I'll just
tagged
try
on
to
the
do a
Instagram
good job.
stories.
Yeah,
all the
well,
things.
whenever we're gonna post the house and be like, thanks to at, and then you're
Nice,
We have a
nice.
lot of friends with friends of friends, you know?
Ooh, at me. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. So let's see what I can do. When are you guys able to tour if possible? I'll first see if they have like videos and stuff before you go out there if they have it. But
Fridays, or do you work every Sunday?
I work every Sunday. So Fridays all day because we're both off, and then Sundays like around 5 p.m.
got it.
Just because I do work at the spa on Sundays, and I end usually around 3 or 3:30, and I have to drive like 35-40 minutes. So that's like
Got it,
5 is
got
a safe zone for Sundays.
Okay, so Fridays is like kind of off, and then Sunday maybe after 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 5. That's cool. All right, so I have notes on basically everything and a good understanding. It's also good to meet you two. So
Yeah, nice to meet you.
yeah.
We've already met, but also nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you professionally now, not on a personal. Okay, is this a good email, Victoria and Shepherd@gmail.com? Should I just send like stuff here?
Yeah,
that's-
yeah, she's like the project manager of this.
Yeah, that's my email. That's perfect.
Yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. Well, I think I pretty much have everything. Oh, as new clients, what we do at my company is whenever we work with someone new, we give them like this $100 dining voucher app thing, and it's cool because it gives you discount at local restaurants. So I'll send you one of those as well.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
okay.
fancy.
Yeah, it's just our standard of protocol with the company. It's really cool though because we just give it to new people, new clients that we work with, and it's like an app on your phone. And so all you have to do if you're at like just random restaurants is like scan a code, show them a code, and you can save like 50% off. I just used it at First Watch and got half off. Like when
Oh, very cool.
yeah. So we'll make sure to send that over as well on Move In for you guys to enjoy. Hopefully it saves you some money. You end up saving more than $100 too when you start using it. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get to work on this and send over a list where I think that the property makes a lot of sense. And so we can always send more options as well. But I think that around that Parmer Mopac-ish area, maybe within like 10 minutes from it or so, I think that would make the most sense. Like that's where I would go if these are my requirements.
Okay,
So,
yeah, perfect.
Super down.
Also, that total gross income is both of us,
of course, yeah, combined.
Okay,
That's good.
yeah.
Okay.
and the
And
credit score is mine. What's yours?
Okay.
646.
Okay.
Is that bad?
that's still good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Usually
I got I'm so annoyed. Like, give me the 3 other points. You know, give me the 750 even.
I
You get to
know.
650 even.
I'm at
Yes.
747. It's so fucking annoying.
I can't.
It
I've been
actually
like
doesn't-
trying so hard for that 3 points.
You know, in real estate, just so you know, usually the credit score, it helps you a lot if you move up into the next bracket. And normally the 7 bracket starts at 740 to like 780. So as long as you're over 740, you're in
Oh,
that
yeah.
like you're in the better bracket. Yeah. So 750 to 747. I mean, with real estate stuff or getting a mortgage and stuff, it's usually the same thing. So yeah, it's still a good credit score.
Okay, yay.
I paid off all my credit card debt this year, so it went up.
Oh, good. That's good. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll get to work on this and send it out soon. I suppose today is Friday, so
Mhm.
you would be free today, but it's kind of late in the day. I'm gonna get started on this and see if maybe I can find one or so. I don't know if you guys are you want to tour like next week? Is that better?
Oh, if you found something tonight and we could do it tonight, we would be down.
She will go.
Oh wow,
We'll be
okay.
there.
So I'll see if I can find like maybe one place. I think it's like kind of raining or something out. Is it raining outside? I've been trapped in here.
It's a little gray. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's raining. It's a little windy though.
It was raining
Okay.
yesterday, but if there's nothing today, next week is totally fine. We're
Yeah.
5 minutes away from the Dell Round Rock.
Yes. Is that Tech Ridge area?
Kind.
It's like 15 minutes from Tech Ridge.
Kinda, yeah,
Go
Tech
down
Ridge
the
is like-
highway.
There's
Okay.
a wash and roll over here. There's Green Lawn HEB, and then the La Frontera Shopping Center where like Maggie Moo's is and Lowe's and Home Depot. We're like 5 minutes from that.
Got it. I know exactly where that is. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good to know. Well, cool. I'm gonna get to work on this and maybe I can find like one good option that might meet the standards. We will see.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. But definitely by next week we'll have some options.
Okay,
So.
Okay.
perfect. That would be amazing.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Pierre.
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey there. Okay, so we just completed that call. It was for a rental house. Normally, I wouldn't take calls like that because I like to focus on apartments. But with this case, this was a referral from my sister. The blonde lady was my sister's colleague, right? So the reason I wanted to work this rental house lead was because I know that if I do a good call with her, and because I have Locator IQ CRM, that's going to really help me nurture the relationship with her because she's in my CRM now because she booked a call, and I know that my systems are going to follow up with her, send her that $100 dining voucher, and really build that long-term nurture, which is going to help me extract referrals from her in the future if I do a good job helping them, right? So normally I would pass on calls like this and just focus on apartments, but if it is a friend's referral or a family member's referral and it's a colleague, sometimes I do help them, understanding that because I'm using Locator IQ as my CRM of choice, it's really going to help build the relationship so I can add value and the call actually serves me positively with the referrals that I'm going to accumulate in the future, okay? And rental houses, they still pay 30 or 40% of the first month's rent. So it's not like there's no pay for what it's worth. There is still some commission, but it's all about really helping a referral, building a good relationship, and then receiving other referrals in the future. If you guys noticed, that call felt more comfortable, it felt natural, as if we were friends, as if we knew each other. But when in reality, I've never met her sister ever. That was the first time. And then Kennedy, the blonde one, I met her one time briefly at a big party that we hosted in my house. So it's not like I even really know them at all. But because I executed a Zoom call, it really kind of emulates like an in-person appointment. That's the big takeaway here is working with Zoom calls, there's so many benefits as a real estate agent. It allows you to build more rapport. It allows them to trust you. You can see their face and it's more comfortable, right? On that call, you can see we were vibing, we kind of connected. I knew what they were looking for. I made them laugh a few times. So all of that stuff helps with lowering ghosting. It increases the chance of receiving referrals in the future, and it's going to make follow-up a whole lot more smooth because we did a Zoom call, right? Everyone knows in real estate, in-person appointments are the best way to close better. But who wants to drive all the way to the office, have your clients meet you, especially when it's raining on like a day today? Then the question becomes, how do we get the benefit out of an in-person appointment without actually working in person? And the solution is Zoom calls, right? What else is really cool about doing a Zoom call is that I can auto record it on Zoom. You can't do that with Google Meet. I don't know why, but that's why we teach Zoom, right? And so if an apartment or a landlord gives you pushback and they're trying to not pay your commission because the big argument is, oh, we don't know if you really helped them. We don't know if you're really, if you did the work. It's hard to argue that when you're sharing with them the whole Zoom call because it's auto recorded now, right? And so it's hard for them to not pay you based on that reason when they can see the whole appointment. They see you talking about the requirements, pulling up the CRM, looking at the pre-qual together, seeing them like laugh and stuff and connect. It's really hard to argue that you weren't the real estate agent when you can share with them the live Zoom call recording, right? So that's another reason I like to use Zoom in my practice and teach it. So if you guys are interested in how to set up the Zoom, how to set up the settings, how to use CRM as sophisticated as Locator IQ, so it'll send them reminders, build rapport over the lease term, building that long-term nurture, and how the setup goes, we can help you with that. That's what our company is all about at NAL, is we give you the tools and the mentorship and the live coaching to set up properly so you can have effective conversations like this, that you just saw, that's going to positively help you in your career going forward, especially with the referral buildup. I mean, this was a referral sort of in itself, but they're going to inevitably give me more referrals. So that's awesome. If you guys want to find out how we can help you, go to nal.rent. You could book a call with us. There's probably a pinned comment below this video or in the video description on booking a call to speak to us to see how we can help you set up your infrastructure properly. Remember, it's not about being a better agent this year anymore. It's about who has the best systems, the best infrastructure, so they can have effective rapport building conversations with their clients and then extract referrals in the long term. Okay. So you could visit our website here at nal.rent. You could check out this video and then you could book a call with us. It's very straightforward. Hopefully that was helpful. See you on the next one.